everyone, it's Paper Crafting Mama, and I am back with our third owl themed paper craft. Today I'm going to share with you how to create these really adorable Owl Be Thinking of You mini note cards. These note cards actually fit perfectly inside of the Stampin' Up! Mini envelopes. So let's get started. The first thing you'll need to do is cut a piece of cardstock down to 6 inches by 3 inches and then score in the middle at 3 inches. This is actually crumb cake cardstock from Stampin' Up! Now, to give our card a little bit more detail down here on the edge, I'm just going to use a scalloped punch. And then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to sponge around the whole card using crumb cake ink so that it's cohesive with my paper. Now this piece of cardstock, I use the very vanilla cardstock from Stampin' Up! And I cut that down to 2 3/8 by 2 7/8. And I've already done that here. Next I'm just going to go ahead and take a corner punch to round all 4 of these corners. Like so. And then I'm going to go ahead and stamp it. So the first thing I'm going to stamp is the Owl Be Thinking of You sentiment on the front of our note card. So just put that on a block. And I'm going to be using some basic gray ink from Stampin' Up! And I'm going to stamp it right along the bottom of my note card. Like that. With the olive green ink from Stampin' Up!, I'm going to use that to go ahead and stamp on this little branch. And I like to try to place the leaves on this as close to the words on my card as possible. Like so. And then I'm going to set that aside for just a minute. And then I'm going to use some of the leftover very vanilla cardstock that I have so that I can stamp on my cute little owl stamp, which actually came from the Fox and Friends stamp set from Stampin' Up! So I'm going to be using that one right there. There he is. And to stamp him, I am going to be using chocolate chip ink from Stampin' Up! And then I will be using a 1 1/4 circle punch to punch him out. Okay, before I attach these to my card, I'm going to go ahead and take some crumb cake ink, since that matches the color of our little note card. And I'm going to take a sponge, and I'm just going to sponge around the edges of this part. Okay, now we can put our card together. So first what I'm going to do is I'm going to attach this part to our card, and I'm just going to use some adhesive. I'm going to put it more towards the top than towards the bottom because I still want our scallops to come through. And then I'm just going to push that down. And then to attach our cute little owl, I'm just going to use a couple dimensionals on the back of him. Whoops. Like so. Take those off. And I'm going to place him as close to the branch as possible so that it looks like he is standing on it. And now we're done. These make really fun note cards to add in a little gift you're giving to somebody or to give somebody just because. Now if you purchase this kit, you will get enough materials to make 3 of these little note cards. And you'll also get the envelopes to be able to put them in. I hope you've enjoyed this tutorial, and I can't wait to see you all next week for our final owl themed paper craft. Bye!